Language diversity refers to the presence of different languages within a community.
In the Philippines, many people speak more than one language.
In this video, we explore how language diversity appears in everyday communication.
Let us show you how diverse languages are as we interview some folks here in ADSU. What languages do you speak?
I speak Bisaya, Tagalog, Maranao, and English.
Then why is your language important to you?
Because language, it is a part of your identity. It makes you understand the feelings of the people around you, and it is a connection between the people.
Can you say a sentence in your language?
In Maranao, when you say, did you eat? But when you translate it into Maranao, it's said, kumiyang ka din. It means, did you eat or have you eaten?
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Fatima.
Thank you.
Good day, ma'am.
Good day.
What languages do you speak?
Bisaya, talakong
Which language do you use most at home?
talakong
When do you use those language?
pag naisugo si mama or usahay magamit ko na kung gani siya sa dria sa aska usahay pag makalimot ko kinsa ko kay style.
Do you mix languages when talking? Why?
Oo, kay dili man jud malikayan nga makagamit ka og lain language. Labi na og mo tay mga andan tapos lighter nga dria nga dili na ko mabal-an compare dito sa amin.
Can you say a sentence in your language?
Kadugay ta mahuman uy.
Good morning, ma'am. Here's your question. What languages do you speak?
Atamanobo and Bisaya.
Okay. Second question. Which language do you use most at home?
Bisaya.
When do you use those language?
Kung maguli ko sa amoa, kung makigistorya ko sa akong family, ang ako ang gina-use gid nga language is Atamanobo. Kung diri ko sa eskwelahan, mag-use gid ko og kaning Bisaya.
Do you mix languages when talking? Why?
Oo, usahay labi na kanang makig-interact ko sa mga Bisaya sa mga Bisaya ko.
Why is your language important to you?
Importante na siya para sa ko ano to communicate my families and other people.
Okay. Can you say a sentence in your language?
Okay. Marajo no masaom kanyo tebo. So meaning to say in Bisaya, good morning sa inyong tanan.
Okay. Thank you so much,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
What language or languages do you speak?
So I speak Bisaya.
What are the cultural significances of those language?
So we use this language to preserve our culture and of course to transmit it to our future young generations.
Here's your question. What languages do you speak?
I would like to be honest because as a teacher, it is really necessary for us to speak English. However, in our home, we speak two dialects. We speak Bisaya and Bolanon as well as English because my mom is a retired nurse as well as my other of my siblings are professionals. So we speak English most of the time. And my nephew who's staying in our home is speaking English also. However, we still speak Bisaya.
When do you use those language?
Of course, as a teacher, it is really imperative for us to speak English, especially with talking to students, because my subject is not a Filipino subject. I am teaching physics for engineering, I'm teaching general education subject, and most of the subjects are really should be told in English. And as a teacher, I think it is my way to encourage my student to speak English too. That's why in school, in our home, and even in our boarding houses.
Do you mix languages when talking? Why?
Of course, especially when you're talking with your friends. 'Di ba? See, I'm talking with you right now. I can speak Bisaya because I love to speak also in what do you call that in Davao? It's Conyo, right? Like, oh
Sir.
my God, nalilipong na ako. That sense, we're not just only embracing the English language as the universal language. We're also loving the culture, the language that we have. That's Filipino. And since we are living in Mindanao, we can speak Bisaya. Diba?
Yes, sir. And can you say a sentence in your language?
English. I am so beautiful.
Wow, thank
In
you so
Bisaya, of course, guwapa ko kaayo. Wa na ilain, guwapa nga maestra diri sa Askat, only just Tony T. Aligway.
Correct. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
This highlights the presence of language diversity in the community. Language like Bisaya, Manubo, Talakugnon, and Maranao were identified as their mother tongue or first language, which they learned in childhood and commonly used at home. All of them also speak a second language, usually a Filipino or English, which they use in school or in more formal situations. This shows that the participants are multilingual as they can communicate using more than one language. The interview also revealed the use of code switching.
Yes, na pero later.
Where speakers mix languages such as Filipino, Bisaya, and English in a single conversation, which is common in everyday communication.
Daghang salamat.
Salamat, Yagboy.
Salamat kadiyaw.
Shukran.
Daghang salamat.
Thank you so much!
Overall, the results suggest that language plays an important role in shaping a person's identity and cultural connection.